Good to be with you. I'm Don Hudson.
And I'm Bo Williams. Thank you for joining us. The Knoxville Police Department has been in the spotlight this past week with the firing of a lieutenant, the suspension of a captain, 2 officers busted for DUIs, plus a number of reported shootings and car break-ins.
Yeah, today, Police Chief Paul Noel addressed those issues in a meet-and-greet event with city council members. As reporter Kristen Gallant tells us, while he avoided specifics about cases, he talked about several specific issues affecting the community. Kristen.
Don, Bo, Chief Noel wouldn't speak with members of the media one-on-one today, but he did talk to the audience about officer accountability and violent crimes in Knoxville. It's been a little over 5 weeks since Knoxville Police Chief Paul Noel stepped into the role. He says he has 4 core areas his department is focusing on.
And those are crime, community, culture, and career development.
Just in the past week, there have been several car break-ins and firearm-related crimes that have led to death within the Knoxville community.
Crime reduction obviously is the most important thing. That's what, the purpose of of law enforcement is, to keep people safe and to prevent crime.
But in our community, these are the combinations of years of poverty, years of hopelessness, years of miseducation.
Wando Stacy is part of the community engagement team with SEED, a career readiness program. He says he has seen the violence firsthand.
But if we work towards making stronger communities that are connected, if we work towards helping people get access to mental health, proper jobs, just things that give people more hope, those things will go a long way.
The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation's 2021 Crime in Tennessee report shows an increase of almost 65% in drug and narcotic violations from the year prior in Knoxville.
The current violence, we can't fix that overnight.
Chief Noel also spoke broadly about officer accountability.
I do not believe in being heavy-handed with this one. This one needs to be fair, and it needs to be impartial. But this one is a part of what we do. And with every action, there's consequences to those actions.
This comes after several officers have found themselves in hot water.
We need our officers, we need our employees to look out for one another and prevent mistakes and prevent misconduct.
Now, we have reached out to the police department to talk specifically about these issues with Chief Noel. We are waiting to hear back from them. Don?
All right, Kristen, thank you. Also at tonight's meeting, Chief Noel answered some questions concerning the homeless population in Knoxville and how his department is addressing the topic. Here's what he had to say about his officers enforcing the new state law.
I did not want our officers enforcing that law without checking with leadership first. And the reason being is that felony law, that's the one you're talking about, there's many things that we could do before we get there. We have our co-responder model, we have our behavioral health unit, we have misdemeanor charges that we could use. So I did not say that they could not use that charge. But what I don't want us to do is go to the extreme first. We have other things that we could take advantage of. And if all of those things fail, then we can consider other options. But I want to make sure that we're being very deliberate in how we approach, public water crimes.
Now, as Kristen mentioned earlier, Knoxville Police Chief Paul Noel says that accountability for his officers is a top priority, something that he's pushed for since day one of being on the job. All day we've been updating you on 2 KPD officers. One was fired, the other suspended. Chief Noel confirmed Lieutenant Lance Earlywine was fired and Captain Don Jones was suspended. The 2 are named in a summary of an internal affairs investigation obtained today by WAT 6 on your side. It shows a black officer claimed that a white officer had made racist comments directed at him back in June of 2019. Records show the white officer resigned during an initial investigation the next year, and at first, just one supervisor was suspended for a single day for failing to take action. Well, the black officer later asked for an investigation into 3 leaders, including Earlywine and Jones. The probe found Earlywine broke the department's code of conduct on truthfulness. Earlywine had issued a sworn statement claiming that none of the officers told him about racial comments or a hostile environment, but several officers in the unit told an investigator otherwise, that he had been made aware. As for Jones, there was not enough evidence to say whether he told investigators the truth, but there was evidence that he failed to follow policy on reporting the situation. Captain Jones was suspended for 10 days over that violation.